Hi everybody, Carl here, and coming at you with, I'm going to try to make it short, a little deal on what I plan on doing with this crystal thing. You know, I know I already did a series on crystal radios. I think I want to go in a little more in depth, and I think that's what we can do here. I'm going to try to make it a little easier for people that may want to be serious enough to really build one, and you know, make it a little more plainer so they can maybe follow the steps and put one together that will work. Now earlier, I think in my last video I showed a clip or two, I was working on the foxhole radio, and I got that to work with a razor blade, and then I used something else. I used a knife blade to pull some signals in, and I think we're going to show that in some clips. Should be right now. Okay, here's another shot. Now this one is not so much in the center like I was talking about, and it's really light. Sometimes I've gotten where I'll pick something up and I'm pushing down kind of hard, and other times it's the pressure is real light. So it's not just one thing or another. It's like, it seems like everything comes together in one spot and boom, there you are. Now I don't think you can hear it. It's coming in and out. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that or not. I've got it. I made this semi-adjustable, so I can slide that. Right now, I'm in Toledo and I'm listening to Windsor, Ontario, and it's coming in pretty good. It's not that far away, but it is. But I am doing it on the razor blade. And before, when I was doing it on the knife blade, that was here in Toledo. So the next thing I might try is this feeler gauge, because that's even thinner than the razor blade. So I'm going to keep working. I'm throwing these bits in here and there, and hopefully I'll get it edited where it makes some sense. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Okay, I got the volume up pretty high, right? I think you can hear this. I'm going to turn up a little bit more. I hope you can hear that. It's the Rush Limbaugh program, all right? Okay, I'm not using a razor blade. I'm using my old knife, okay? And then I've got a piece of pencil hooked up here. See if I can dial it in pretty close to it, what I'm doing here. Okay, that's my diode. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to, this is one of the things I want to show you. You don't necessarily have to have a razor blade. It'll work with a lot of stuff. We're going to cover that more too. But this is just one little section here. I wanted to show you this. Okay, that's cool. I'm sorry for the jittering. It's hard to do this and also do it with a tripod, but okay. Okay, so, I mean, this stuff is possible, and it's not that tough. Is it like throw a couple pieces together and all of a sudden you got a crystal radio? No, it takes a little more work than that, but in the end it is well worth it. At least I think it is. Now, before, you know, in the past I had that platform that I was putting crystals together, and I would throw this on and throw that and try to throw this coil here and that, and it turned into a big wiry mess. So what I've done is I try to make a little platform that I can use, and I can switch coils around, and I can switch face plates around, to show the different ones that we're going to do, because I plan on not only starting with the simple ones, which I'm going to show you one of them now, what I'm working on, but we're going to go to where and the one that I'm going to show you now actually has a slider that you can adjust the coil, plus we're using the capacitor, the air capacitor. So we've got two adjustments on this. Now later, instead of having a slide, I want to do a multiple tap where we can adjust it with that, and then we can also adjust it with the capacitor. We're going to do single coils. I want to do coupling coils, and I've been working on a shortwave. I don't have it down real good, and there's a couple things I want to try before I bring that one out. But we're just going to do some different types, and we're going to look at all of them, look at the advantages and disadvantages, and then that will give you, if you want to build one, it'll give you a lot better platform to work on. You know, you can say, well, that looks like the one I might want to try, and then you have something to follow. So let me show you some of the stuff here that I've been working on. Let me flip this over. Okay, now this is the latest prototype that I've been working on. It's my, like I said, it's a base to add different coils, different methods and everything. And so I thought, yeah, this would be a nice thing to do. And let me get this set up here, and let me flip it to the next picture. Okay, now here's the back end of this latest coil I'm working on, and there's still a lot of wires, but I've got it a little more organized. I've got the Fonstock clips, which makes it a lot easier. At least I think it does. And so let me give you another shot of it back here. I can explain a little bit better what's going on. Okay, now if you look on the coil, you'll see where I have this one gator clip with the green wire, and it's on that stick. And underneath it, on the coil, you see it where there's the red enamel on most of it, but then you see there's like just a clear copper area. Well, that's where I sanded it off, and now what I do is I can slide that stick back and forth, and that's one way to adjust the coil. And then after I get that part down, then I use the capacitor, and I can fine tune it even more. And so it's been working pretty good. Now let's see, one last thing I wanted to show you here. Let me get this squared away, and I wanted to show you, I've decided to get me some nice headphones, you know, and these are the high impedance. Well, these are actually, I got them from a guy on eBay who rebuilt them. They're from, I think, the 40s, and when he got them, he got boxes of them. They were all junked up, and he went in and redid them. And so I got these. I got them at a pretty good price. So I'm not complaining, because there's other ones out there that were like junk, and they were a lot more expensive than these. So that's I kind of like splurged a little bit and treated myself with that. I'm gonna get some nice ones, but you know, here's the deal: you don't need those. You can use the real little high impedance single earpiece ones that you get. They're really reasonable. You can get them under $10. They work great, and you can also hook them up like I had in those other videos. You can hook it up to an amplifier source and just play it through your speaker. you know, down the road then, if you really want to do the crystal deal where you're not using any power, by then you could get yourself a headset, or you could get yourself a little earphone and do it that way. But at least, you know, if you hook it up to an amp, you can at least build the set itself. So that's just food for thought that I thought that I would tell you about. Now, here's the last thing that I want to talk about. Now, I know a lot of people, they don't like looking at formulas and all that, and I don't blame you. I have to be in the mood to mess with them myself. But if you're interested, here are the formulas for winding a coil to get the proper inductance. Now, for the broadcast band, you normally would like to get 200 microhenries. That's like, you know, that puts you right in the middle, and you can go either way and stuff. You can be off of that a little bit and still pick up stuff, and that all depends on your coil, it all depends on your antenna. But if you can get in 200, then you're doing pretty good. Now, like I said here, I show the formula here, but then I thought, well, maybe if somebody doesn't really want to mess with that, what would get you in the ballpark? So up above me there, I kind of figured them out for you. And with a 20 gauge wire, which will give you 29.9 turns per inch, if you do 3 inches, which is 89 turns, you actually get 202 microhenries, which is like pretty much spot on. But let's say you don't have 20 gauge laying around. Maybe you got 22 gauge or 24. Well, at the 22 gauge, you have 37.5 turns per inch, and you're gonna want about 2.5 inches in length, which is going to turn out to be about 93 turns. And with that, you're going to get 254 microhenries. Okay, you're still in the ballpark. You're still going to pick up stations. Now with 24, which that's what I have the most of right now, and with that you have 46.8 turns per inch. So ideally, maybe you'd want to go like 1 3/4 inches, and that would take 82 turns. And with that, you can get 253 microhenries. And remember, you know, you can play with that. If you you knock down the windings, you get a little less. You put a little more windings, you get a little more, and you can dial it in and get it exactly where you want. But I thought this up here would just kind of maybe help you, put you in the ballpark. So that's where we are at that. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to cover before I ended this video? And right offhand, there's nothing I can think of, and I will be coming back real soon as I do a little more progress. I just wanted to put something out here and you know, give you guys something to you know, kind of think about. And it's always nice to have, you know, something to work with. You know, you can just be starting to prepare to put your set together if you want. So one other thing I wanted to mention, I'm using that OBS Studio, which is the same program that I use when I do my live stream sometimes. And it's a really good program. You know, it's free, and it, you know, if you're not going to go crazy commercial, it works really good. Now, right now, instead of streaming, though, what I'm doing is I'm recording segments, and then I will put them all together in my editor, in my Sony editor, and that's how I'm going to do the video. So, you know, and if all this doesn't work, then you'll never see this. So, like I'm talking to the clouds. So, You know, which that's what you do nowadays. You know, well, I got my stuff from the cloud. You know, okay. You know, tell the clouds I said hi. But anyway, okay. I just wanted to bring you up to date on what was going on, and I've got some more stuff. I've really been working at this, so I want to bring you some good stuff. I really do, and that's, you know, so that's why I've been popping in a lot. I've been really trying to build up my information for you, and I think it's working. So, you know, let me know down in the comments, you know, what you think, and does this look like a good format? In your opinion, do you think I should push on? Do you think I should just go do something else? You know, am I beating a dead horse here? I don't think so, but I mean, if I get enough people going, yeah, you know, we're tired of that crystal stuff, then I probably will back off. But, okay, everybody, have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic night. I'll be seeing you real soon. Until then, take care, everybody. So long for now.